I'm here with the esteemed president of the Urban League, Nolan Rollins. How are you tonight?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. How has the gala been so far for you tonight?
I think it's been great. I mean, we're celebrating 70 years of tradition, 70 years that is really going to launch us into the future. So I couldn't be any more happy. And we've gotten great support, and I think that's the most important thing is that people at the end of the day look at the Urban League as an organization that they're willing to support, they're willing to invest in because we do work for the community. So I couldn't be any more happy.
And so you've been a long-time supporter of the Urban League, so it obviously has great meaning for you. What would you say the Urban League means to you?
You know, at the end of the day, this is a movement. This is a movement about how do you make something better for people who don't necessarily have the opportunities for themselves. So this is really about selfless giving. So at the end of the day, if you're giving in a way that's going to ensure the future for someone else, then they're going to be able to trace their success directly back to you. So that's what we should be doing, and that's what the organization does.
Yes, Andrea Green Jefferson, and I'm from New Orleans. I am a past board member of the Urban League. I served on the Urban League board many years ago, and prior to that, of course, I was a supporter of the Urban League Guild. Have supported the Urban League all of my adult life. Worked as a volunteer under Clarence Barney, and just believe in what the Urban League does and what it means to New Orleans, here the local Urban League, and to America nationally.
Definitely. So you definitely invested a lot of support and time with the Urban League.
I surely have, and will continue to do so.
And how about it being the 70th anniversary? Any thoughts about that?
That's wonderful. The Urban League has done so many wonderful things over the years, and to be able to, on tonight, celebrate 70 years of service to the community is just wonderful, not only for New Orleans, but for all of America. And to honor Don Hubbard on tonight is just outstanding because Mr. Hubbard has been a community activist for so many years. He has done so much to help advance the cause of the underserved in politics and in business. So I think now the Urban League did a wonderful thing honoring Mr. Hubbard tonight.
I'm Gladys Allen, and I'm more like Don Hubbard's sister. Rose and I were best friends. I think this is truly an honor for him to be honored this way, and I thought this was a very wonderful occasion. Me and Henry Davis.
Nice to meet you. How has the gala been so far for you tonight?
Wonderful. It's a beautiful affair.
And how about it being the 70th anniversary? Any thoughts about that?
Wow. They must have been doing a wonderful job to be around that long. It's a blessing.
And what does the Urban League mean to you?
You answer that.
Well, it negotiates and helps the community. It helps people get jobs. And it helps get people involved in the community. And it, like I said, it helps people to get into the mainstream of American life. So,
Definitely. And how long have you guys been supporters of the Urban League?
well, I've been a supporter of it since around 1979.
Okay, well, nice meeting you both. Thanks so much.
Thea Morgan.
Keith Twitchell.
Nice to meet you both. How has the gala been so far for you tonight?
Delightful, very delightful. Just a spectacular group of people and just fun all the way around.
Is this your first?
It is.
And so how long have you been a supporter of the Urban League?
Well, I run another group here, another nonprofit organization called the Committee for Better New Orleans, and we work closely with the Urban League on some of the education work and on some citizen participation work. So I've been a collaborator as much as a supporter.
Great. And so what does the Urban League mean to you?
To me, it is a voice that cuts across many lines. I want to say this. People talk about the black community. There is no more the black community than there is the white community. And I feel there are many black communities and many white communities and many other communities in New Orleans. I feel more than any other organization, the Urban League brings together the black communities.
Great. Well, thanks so much for talking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim Morton,
And Marcia Holmes. Nice to meet you. How has the gala been so far tonight?
It's been wonderful. We had a great time.
Good. Have you guys been longtime supporters of the Urban League?
About 10 or 15 years.
It's a long time.
First time. I had a great time.
Our firm has helped support the Urban League for many years. So we always try to get a table every year, and it's always a fun event.
Definitely. And what does the Urban League mean to you?
Well, I think it certainly is an organization that brings a lot of people together, both all aspects of the community, and it's there to benefit New Orleans and certainly help in its recovery after the storm. So that's certainly one part of its mission right now, I'm sure. And I think it's a very worthwhile organization. We're happy to be able to assist it in any way.